Welcome everybody. How are you doing today? It's so very nice to have you here. And today I wanted to speak a little bit about happiness. Our 3-week program begins this Sunday, and one of the themes that I wanted to speak about is what is happiness? And about the misunderstanding that we have as we experience happiness as dependent on circumstances, situations, objects, people. So what is happiness? Consciously or not, we are all looking to be happy. We might be aware of that movement or that urge or that need to find happiness. We might not be aware of it, and yet we are searching for that. What we don't realize is that happiness is an inner state, that it is not dependent on the circumstances in your life, it's not dependent on situations, it's not dependent on objects or people. And when I say not dependent on circumstances, of course, some circumstances in life are easier and some circumstances are more difficult. We don't want to dispute that. We are not trying to glance over that. What I'm saying though is that even in the challenging circumstances, there is the underlying spaciousness of our true nature. And that the moment we really give it our attention, the moment we are willing to let go of everything we are thinking or desiring or hoping for or wanting in the moment, that we can find that natural happiness that is already here. As we rely on the mind and the senses, it looks to us, and I spoke about this, when we speak about desire, it looks to us as if there is some time, some situation, some circumstance, some object, or a person that is going to bring us happiness. And so we continue to pursue this. We continue to look for it externally. And yes, we find moments, fleeting moments of happiness, but then inevitably there is a disappointment with that. A disappointment because, circumstances are just the way they are. Sometimes they are this way, sometimes they are that way. There is no lasting happiness in circumstances. So that disappointment is because the happiness that we experience in moments, it's really an absence of desire to want something. And what we don't realize is that that absence of desire, that spaciousness, that is really actually our true nature. And that in a moment we could, like right now, we could give it our attention. And maybe one more thing I want to say, and we will be speaking more about this in our program. We mistake experiences, objects, situations, people for happiness. We mistake that moment we experience, that moment of elation, expansion, spaciousness, happiness, joy, we mistake that. We don't see it as a reflection of our true nature. We see it as external. And so I'm inviting you today and in this upcoming program and every day, really every moment, to question that. To really question, that search for happiness. and to keep reminding yourself that what we really want is to be here and direct our attention inward. So that we can find the happiness that is already here. I'm very much looking forward to our time together. The 3-week intensive begins this Sunday, and if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe and share and comment. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon.